Hello, all you beautiful cardboard degens, and welcome back to the Old Guy Studio. I had a video all planned and scheduled for today, probably 3-4 days ago. It's been sitting in the queue waiting, and I woke up this morning and I said, oh my God, I have to pivot because something very special happened last night. So welcome to a special emergency episode of Building the Roman Empire. I know, I've been teasing it forever. It finally happened. Last night, Roman Anthony, yes, my guy, our guy, officially made his Major League debut with the Boston Red Sox. Now, he went 0 for 4 in the box score, but he did work a walk and got an RBI and smoked a couple balls. Unfortunately, he didn't get any luck in the hits department, but I expect bigger and better things moving forward. He did show a little plate discipline, so that was good. This is the moment I've been chasing and waiting for a long time. So this is the emergency edition of Building the Roman Empire, the first one of many. Unfortunately, tomorrow, 2025 Top Series 2 releases. So this is just going to be a preview edition, and we'll have to pick this back up in a couple weeks. Let's see what else. So most of you know my number one PC and favorite player is Corbin Carroll. My number two favorite player in PC is Roman Anthony. So this is going to be a blast. I'm hoping Topps Now drops his card today because he did get an RBI. So I'm expecting him to get a call-up card with, MLB top prospect gets his first RBI or something like that. I'm sure, it's Topps. They're going to milk it. Then they'll give him another card for his first hit. And then they'll get him another card for his first home run. And then he'll get another card or two for any big things, like if he has a multi-home run game or hits for the cycle or does something crazy, he'll get a whole bunch of Topps Now cards moving forward. And I could not be happier. And I'll be buying all of them. So like I said, the true full edition of Building the Roman Empire, that series is going to happen on the horizon. Today, we're going to be ripping a 2023 Bowman First Edition hobby box. These are an interesting set to open. Before I get into that, do me a huge favor. Smash the like and subscribe button. And it's a digital fist pump. It tells the algorithm to show us to more people, especially today, because this isn't going to sit in the queue. I'm basically going to rip it, edit it, post it up. So the algorithm won't really have anything to work off of. So this is probably going to be a slow video, but I don't care because this is about having fun. And I'm going to have fun searching for my number 2 favorite baseball player. We're going to have to wait till 2026 for his flagship rookie because he passed the deadline, which I believe is either June 1st or May 30th. Somewhere along there is the cutoff for when they make the Topps update. So in this set, we have 24 packs, 10 cards per pack. There are autos in here. They're insanely hard to get. And they're all going to be chrome, and I believe they're all on card. And it's maybe a 15-player checklist. This is a neat addition because the only cards in here are prospects. There are no vets. There are no current well, there'll be current players now, but in 2023 when this is launched, this is all 150 prospects only. So we'll get firsts and prospect cards. No rookies, no vets. And there's going to be a lot of firsts. There's going to be a lot of hits. So we have a hit right in the first pack. We're going to get everything from sky blues all the way to a rainbow parallel. And you can see we got 1 prospect and 8 firsts. So that is a fantastic way to start. And I have this on hand in case we hit a big one. And it's going to be a first. And that's going to be Minnesota. Eduardo Julian's in here. His first Bowman's in here. That's not him. That is Yilber Herrera. And that's going to be gold out of 150. So definitely a good start. We'll certainly take it. And my hope is to pull at least 1 Roman Anthony. I'd love to get his base, maybe a sky blue, and maybe an auto. There are also die cuts in here. This is another good one. Marcelo Meyer is up with the Red Sox as well, so that'll give a sleeve. There's also die cuts in here. And those are extremely rare. There's very few of them. And there's Luis Lara. That's actually a decent prospect. And you can see this is just loaded with firsts. And the difference between Bowman and Bowman First Edition is you'll see that little logo down there. So this is going to be a first Sky Blue. And that is going to be Ceddanne Rafaela. Is this boding well? Is this going to be a Red Sox box? Because that's going to be fun. He's also a current Red Sox player playing center field. And the bat, lacking a little lately, but that glove, oh man, his glove. I wouldn't doubt it if he is a finalist for a Gold Glove. And we did it. Look at that. That's all it took. All it took for him to get the call up. Horribly off-center, but I don't care. That's really off-center. But we got a Roman Anthony. That is fantastic. So all the weight, all the angst, all the pushing back of the building the Roman Empire. I kept waiting to do it. Hopefully I could, do it around the hype of when he got his call up. Well, he got his call up. And that's a Sky Blue. So we'll move that to the back. You can see this is majoritively all Bowman firsts. And there's another Yilber Herrera. So I guess this is going to be a Yilber Herrera box. And I'm hoping, praying, that we can snag an extra Roman Anthony out of this. I would really love to get him on a parallel. And the number 2 chase in this is Junior Caminero. So I'll move him off to the side. He'll go in the sleeve pile. This is Brooks Lee. And not every pack is going to have a parallel in it, but the Sky Blues, which are the non-numbered parallels in this, are 1 in every 2 packs. So we're probably going to get 12 Sky Blues. And I'm trying to remember, and there's a Justin Crawford. He's another one of the decent chases. I'm trying to remember, and Justin Henry Malloy, another decent one. I'm trying to remember, this is Mikey Romero, how many numbered cards I got when I was opening my other first edition. This is Christian Hernandez. That's another decent player. Luis Angel Acuna when he was with the Red Sox. The Rangers. And Diane Jorge from Colorado Rockies on the Sky Blue first. I think we can usually expect 3, maybe 4 numbered cards out of this. Actually, I'll just put him with Ceddanne for now. And these boxes used to be very, very cheap. I picked up 3 of these when they were on sale, and I've just been sitting on them, waiting for Mr. Anthony to get the call up. This is Matt Mervis, is another decent one. And it happened last night. So I figured perfect time to do an emergency rip. So the Stadium Club video I had planned today, I just moved it to unlisted, and I'll play it another time. Maybe when I have a slow day, or I'll find another way to slip that video in. But that is going to be pushed off indefinitely because we have 2025 Series 2 tomorrow. And I have a whole bunch of jumbos coming, a couple hobbies. I'll swing by my buddy's LCS and pick up a few more. So I'll have all sorts of stuff to rip for the next week. All right, so that's a couple dead boxes from the packs. I'm expecting a good one right here. Looks like we get a Sky Blue, so I'll move that to the back. All right. Hoping for a Roman numbered card. That is going to be Dylan O'Ray. I know nothing about that kid. Now this is 2023, so you may see a lot of names in here you've never heard before, and they probably didn't make the bigs, and they're probably off in real life somewhere instead of baseball. This is Jason Dominguez. This is a good one. This is Jace Young. And our next Sky Blue is going to be a first. Is Kenny Gomez. Never heard of that kid either. So since this is a couple of years old, unfortunately a lot of these kids may have fizzled out by now. And some of these packs are a bear to open. All right. Base pack here. This is only a 150 card checklist, so there is a possibility of getting multiple Roman Anthony's in this. And make sure you stick around to the end because I have a few slabs next to me that I'll definitely be showing off. Slight humble brag, and I'm sure there's plenty of people who have way bigger collections than I do of Roman Anthony, but I do have a humble little one, and I'm definitely going to show it off at the end of the video. This is Colton Cowser and Diane Frias from Cleveland. Don't know that one either. All right, second half of the box. I've only got one numbered card, so I'm expecting a few more, and there we got one right here. So I'm going to move that to the back. Let's see, we got Lazaro Montes. I believe he was one of the good players from Seattle. Amante, Hector Rodriguez, Lobier, Jose De Paula. That is a good player. He is high on the Dodgers list. And Gavin Cross. I know I got some of his Bowman. And I know he's older, but I think he's a decent player. And he might be on Casey's top 30. I can't remember. He might have even been up by now. I'm not sure. And we shall continue on. The Red Sox did lose last night. It did go into extra innings. They did pinch hit for Roman near the end because I think they brought in a lefty, which I don't understand sometimes. These kids, you got to let them play. Let them play. Let them hit against lefties. It's the only way you're ever going to truly find out if they can handle the bat against Major League pitchers. And we have Luis Garcia on the sky blue. I think I'm just going to make a stack of sky blues over here. That way we don't have cards falling all over the place. All right. Come on, Roman Anthony parallel. Is a base pack again. We have there's a Blaze Jordan and Wilber Sanchez. We are getting close to the end. I got my fingers crossed for one Roman Anthony parallel in here. Okay, we get another sky blue there. Move that to the back. There's Zach Neto. He's in the bigs. There's Spencer Jones. That's a decent one. Colton Cowser and yeah, this guy. Nikao Grego. It's the best I got. Now, it's a lot of rain out here in New England. I'm hoping today's game goes off. I hope it doesn't get rained out, but we shall see. This is our Montes again. Definitely getting a lot of those. I think that's the third one I got of him. Just shows you how easy it is to really, if you get lucky and you get the right collation. Oh, this is Cam Collier. That's a decent one. You get the right collation, you can really bring in a lot of good players in one box. I do have two more of these boxes. They were pretty cheap when I bought them. I'm sure all 2023 Bowman is going to go through the roof now that Roman Anthony's up. I know it has been. And as I always say, man, I wish I was smart enough to buy a whole case of it before it rose up in price. Well, I did not, as usual. However, I do have a whole bunch of 2023 Bowman to rip open. There is a Christian Hernandez. The Cubs signed him when he was just a kiddo. And he was highly touted. Not sure when he's going to be coming up, but I'm sure it's not too far away. There's Luis Rodriguez. Jackson Holiday. Totally forgot he was in there. And there's Ellie. Fantastic. Andrew Jones. Another one of the chases. Trey Sweeney. Jackson Churio. Jacob Berry. I remember when he was highly sought after. And Christian Vaquero, who's also a highly sought after player as well for a while there. I'll put Jackson in a sleeve. Jones in a sleeve. And Jackson Holiday in a sleeve. Just so I don't forget them. That was a nice little run there. Sorry for making you wait there. I want to make sure those guys are sleeved and put off to the side. All right. Last stack. We only have 2 numbered cards, so I'm expecting 1 or 2 more here. There's another Cedar Rafaela. Wow, another Cam Collier. Got a whole bunch of his cards. And Javier Osorio. Another Sky Blue. All right, so I'm trying to look here. I'm expecting 1 more Sky Blue. And there it is. And I'm expecting at least... I'm hoping we get 1 more numbered card in there. I'm expecting 1. 2 would be great. Kyle Harrison. Jordan Lawler. There's a good one. And Jet Williams. That's a decent one as well. Not sure how far away he is for the Mets, but I know he was a first-round pick. Get him up at the stand for now. All right. We got 3 packs left. I fully expect 1 numbered card out of here. We did get a gold. We did get a blue out of 150. So I'm hoping for 1 low-numbered card left. Is Zach Geloff. Totally forgot he was in here too. Jay Stellater. And Colby Thomas. So there's Zach Geloff is a good one. 2 packs. This emergency edition. We have Sky Blue. So I'm hoping that last pack has a numbered card in it. And we have this Edward Julian. It's a decent one. It's not a first. It's going to be Joshua Baez. And Edward Julian will get a sleeve in the last pack. It's Kumar Rocker. Elijah Green. Max Muncy, who's up, who's swinging a really hot bat lately. And we are going to end it without a numbered card. Wow, I could have sworn this is James Wood like that. There's 2 good players right there. I really thought there would be 3 to 4 numbered cards in here. But there's a stack of prospects. There's my stack of sleevables. This is the extra stack of just Bowman firsts. So that's why these products were fun. They're really hard to hit anything really good in them, but there were lots and lots and lots of hits in here. So I have a little short list here of some good players. People I PC or collect. Is the stack of blues, Sky Blues. And then we got Yilber Herrera on the gold out of 50. Yilber Herrera on the Sky Blue. Christian Hernandez on the Sky Blue. Diane Jorge on the Bowman First Sky Blue. Cedar Rafaela. Gavin Cross on the blue out of 150. Jet Williams on the Sky Blue. And 1 Roman Anthony. Then we'll have a little show and tell. I got a couple of my favorite cards of his. Let me move these back a little. So I have his prospect card of 2023 Bowman Chrome. So this is Bowman Chrome, so this would have came out after the regular Bowman release. So this is not a first Bowman, but that is his pink on a PSA 10. I have his 2023 Bowman Chrome Sapphire. That's an aqua out of 99. That's SGC 10. I also have his Rising Infernos. This is a 2024 Bowman insert. That's a chrome. That's a 10. I have his in-person autograph, which is certified by PSA. So if you see PSA on the blue, that means it's an in-person auto. And that's on his Bowman Chrome First. And then my favorite card that I have of his, and I pulled this one, is from 2023 Bowman. This is his Chrome Prospect. This came from one of these. And that's out of 150. And that, folks, is a wrap. Thank you for letting me hold you verbally hostage for this emergency Building the Roman Empire rip. I will be doing more of these when I'm done with 2025 Series 1. Tomorrow I will have a video, I believe it'll be some 2023 Mega Boxes versus 2025 Bowman Mega Boxes. And then Thursday, for about a good 2 weeks, will be nonstop 2025 Series 2. I have Jumbos, Hobbies, Blaster Boxes. I'm going to try to get a whole bunch of hangers. If I have access to a case, I'll get a case. And I believe that's it. So before you go, do me a huge favor. Smash that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment. What do you think of Roman Anthony finally getting the call-up? Long overdue. I think he should have made it a lot earlier, but I understand the Red Sox have a roadblock in front of him. So I'm glad he's up now, and I fully expect this to be permanent. Him and Marcelo Meyer. They should be permanent call-ups. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. And until next time, get off my lawn, eat your veggies, turn on the Red Sox game tonight because Roman Anthony will be back in patrolling right field. And as always, thank you all for watching. And I appreciate every single one of you, and stay awesome.